hustle play on the putback by him.
Trying his luck deep. Rockets with the rebound. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And Ginobili, guys, clearly focused on trying to stay healthy. The last couple of off-seasons, Steve, he's bowed out of international play.
No, it's smart. I mean, he's got so much mileage on his body, and it's more important for him to spend his summers just working on his body, staying healthy, strengthening those areas that he needs. And it's always tricky, though, to say no to your home country when they ask you to play on the national team.
And the Spurs making a change here. Splitters checked in. Here's Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there. Challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Here's Duncan. James Harden picking up that last basket. Stolen by Beverly. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, last season, the Spurs made history, becoming the first team to finish a season with every player averaging under 30 minutes a game. Pop said, "We've been resting guys since I've been here. I think it extends their careers." Kevin, the league once fined the Spurs $250,000 for resting their stars, but the rings speak for themselves.
And surprising that more teams don't adopt that approach, Doris. Thank you.
Well, after knocking down 3 three-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
Rockets leading by 9. Harden has a wide-open look. That one off the back iron and out.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Back to Parker. On the wing, Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Good! Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Even as the Spurs continue to grow older, it's really hard to write them off. I mean, it's incredible how long this team has been ruling the roost in the West and continues the championship.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets 4th.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Over to the left wing. Prigioni for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Moniunas up and in on the layup. Moniunas has got his first basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range. It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
And Prigioni kicks to Smith. Terry outside. Here's Prigioni, covered by Parker. Terry kicks to Prigioni. The tray, and that one's good. Prigioni's got himself going there, his first points of the game in the deep ball. And so we could...
All right, Kevin, here with Tony Parker.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
What a performance from Harden here. He has 14 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently, try to get into his airspace.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Smith is out there with Howard, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position. Here's Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And it's 7 points for Tim Duncan. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Clippers.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Josh Smith does an awful lot of good things on the floor. As a matter of fact, he's one of the really high-quality stat sheet stuffers in the NBA. But one of the things he doesn't do quite well is shoot three-pointers. And yet he continues to insist that that be a big part of his game.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
A chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, as you know, Kawhi Leonard is not one to boast. Coach Popovich is similar, but he doesn't mince words about Kawhi, saying he's phenomenal. He's improved quicker than any player we've ever had because he wants to be great. As time goes on, he's going to take over as the star of the show. Kevin, with a Finals MVP to his credit, we're already seeing signs.
You said it, Doris. Thank you. And the Rockets making a change here. Jones has checked in. And with Josh, it started as just a way to keep teams honest with his drive. But, Steve, last year he was taking threes at a record rate.
Yeah, and missing them at a career worst rate, which was the problem. I think for Smith it's important to rein in the three-point shot, to really focus on scoring inside, even the mid-range game where he's pretty good. But the three-point shot is not for everybody, that's for sure.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on a string.
Spurs trail by 18. Parker kicks to Splitter. Stolen by Harden. And he gets it to go. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Harden, a left-hander. Defenders tend to have more trouble, it seems, guys, with softballs.
Well, and especially with Harden because of how crafty he is. He's got that Manu Ginobili Euro. Change of speed, change of direction, and then the strength. I mean, that's what separates him. He draws contact and seems to just go right through players.
Now Harden. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. They retain possession, and that one's good. Beverly.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor. And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
And he gets it to go.
And brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Houston Rockets. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the stripe had an impact.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut. And it's Curry in at the guard position. Well, Tony Parker, an excellent scorer. Creative finisher, certainly inside with a smooth pull-up jump shot from mid-range. Steve, when he gets in the lane, he is dynamite.
And he draws fouls at a very high rate for a point guard. He's so good at initiating contact and then forcing the officials to make a call. And what that does, it gets you free points. It also allows you to set up your defense at the other end.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
22 seconds on the shot.
We're about 1 minute into the first. And Green gets it to go.
And Parker really is great from mid-range and in. His three-point shooting a little bit more inconsistent. Some seasons he's shot in the high 30s from out there. Others it's only been in the 20s. But it may be a shot he turns to as he loses some of that elite, elusive quickness.
And the shot is good. And it's 8 points for Leonard.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And he gets it to go. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night.
And as much as we talk about Parker offensively, he's also a solid defender. Never one to gamble for steals, but considering his offensive load, he remains steady at the other end of the floor.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's Curry. It's Thompson off the drive. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Pass to Green. The 3. The Warriors pull it in, fresh from a win against Portland.
And they played outstanding team defense in that win, Clark. Nobody got stuck on an island. Everybody was helping. Great rotations. It really looked like they were together in that game.
Yeah, and even when they were rotating different players in and out, Steve, I thought their communication was 5-star and the teamwork was very strong.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Lee comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Here's Ginobili, uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Barnes, uses both hands to slam it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
It's Ginobili outside. No good on that last second attempt there. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
Kyle, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.